Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. In this video, we're gonna continue working on part 5 of this house build. Let's get started. So in the previous video, we were able to create the kitchen. We started with the base, we added the sink, and then we added the fridge with the casing on it. So now we're gonna continue working on this, and then what we're gonna do is we're gonna add in the top cabinet or the cupboard. So now what we're gonna do is we're going to add it from this wall. So we created the section as well. And then from this wall, we're going to extrude it. So let's start by clicking on architecture, model in place again. Let's save this first so that we don't lose any. And then here, another generic model. Press OK. And then here, we're going to use extrusion, and then it's going to ask us to pick a plane, which we're going to use this wall right here. And then right now, we're going to change the paint. This will be the ones that we're going to use. Duplicate this paint 1. Now this will be paint number 4. Click apply, and then OK. And then we're gonna add this one right about here. Press escape, and then escape again, and then let's measure out around 750 would be good. And then we're gonna go and add something at the top there, and then here 700. We're going to put this one a little bit down from here so that we have some spacing, proper spacing, and it's not too high. Click on finish, and then here the thickness probably around 500 or 450. Click apply, and then let's look at it at 3D first, and then from the first floor. I think that's good enough. So now it's not showing in our first floor, but what we're gonna do is once we click finish, it will show. So that's good enough. 450. Let's go back to section and then create model in place again. This will be the drawers. Sorry, go back, cancel that. Needs to be generic model. And then let's create an extrusion from there. Pick a plane. We're going to use this plane. So we want it from the front there. Now the extrusion 10 will be good. And then we're going to use the last one. So paint 4. And then now click on rectangle. And then here, what we're going to do is we're going to offset this to 10, and then from the inside again. So space bar, and then select it there. Here, we're going to select this one, and then just nudge it one more so that we have more space at the top there. Once that's ready, what we're gonna do is we're going to create, if you don't want to do this, we could just align it. You don't need to do this. You could just use align, but I want to do it instantly. So what I'm gonna do is I'm going to select that one, copy, and then create and check multiple, and then from here I'm gonna grab it, and then we could just keep on selecting like that. So I think it's fast as well. We don't need to keep on doing align, but it's up to you what you do. I'm just showing you the things that will make it fast. AL, sorry, SL. So that's trim and extend. This is split element, and then we're going to do trim and extend afterwards. So I'm just going around all the gaps, and then once you finish at the top, you need to do the ones at the bottom. Okay, and then now TR, trim and extend. There we go. Just do the bottom now. Okay, and then at the top as well. And then the handles for this, I'm going to provide you guys. So it will be in the second link. So it will be a face-based family. So we can even add it when we're doing it in 3D. So it will be fast. So click on finish and then finish again. So now we have something that looks like that. We just need to add another one at the top so that it looks nice. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna do the section again. You can either create another one from here by using model in place, generic model, and then this will be generic model number 6. Extrusion, pick a plane, will be this wall again, and then different paint. Let's duplicate this, and then this will be paint number 5. Apply, okay, and then now create this one, and then going like that. For the thickness, let's do 600. Apply, and then okay. Let's look at it. We can give it more if we want to. So we could create something like this. We could add in some lights at the top there. Click on finish, and then we have something that looks like this. And then for the handles, I'm going to just drop it, this one right there. It will be loaded there now. And as you can see, it's a face space. So you can add it on this face, even on the top right here, depending on you want. So it's a very easy family that I created, and I'm just gonna give it to you guys for free, of course. You just need to download. So now it will be on the second link from the description, part 1. So most of the time, all the download link will be on the part 1 description. So I'm going to add it there. I'm going to add it right here, so spacebar. And then from there, I'm going to base everything. This one as well. This one has a different extrusion point, so that's why we need to add something like this. This is for all the drawers. This is for the hinge door. So now after that, I go to section. After I load those, I go to section, and then I'm going to move this one to the correct spot that I think that would be very nice. This one, I just put it in the middle like that. So just for looking, I'm just eyeballing it. And then here, what I do is I go and click on mirror. roughly in the middle like that, and I base it from there. So now I'm gonna add it here, here, and then lastly here. So I'm gonna select both of them, create a copy. So select copy or CO, and then I'll grab it from this side. Now once I place it here, it needs to be on that side. There, on that corner, so that will be your reference point. So now everything is added like that. Now I'm gonna do the same thing right here. And then here, I just need to put it in the middle once I add it from this side. I'm going to focus on this one first. Put it in the middle like that. It's up to you if you want to do it exactly in the middle and same depth. So here, I think we need to add it first right here. And then from this side, we could just delete. Because most of the time, you need some hinge doors in the middle here for plumbing and everything. And then now we should just delete on this side. So now it looks much better. For this one, I'm gonna create a copy and I'm gonna look for the midpoint, and that will be my reference. And then after that, copy again from the midpoint right there, and then right here, and then from here I could just move this one or delete that and then just move this one. So now it looks good. Everything looks much better. If we see it in 3D, it looks like a kitchen now. So now let's start with the island. So the island, we're going to go to first floor, and then here we could just move this one later on. So I'm gonna move this one. So this is the section, I'm just moving it on this side. So now let's create the island, which will be the same thing as a model in place extrusion with a generic model categorize. Click on extrusion. It will be, should be a rectangle, and then around this. That's more than enough space and size for this. So now if I give you the dimension, it's maybe we could put this one at 1400, and then this one should be probably, we could push this one to 2500. And then as you can see, we have so much space here. So spacing is not a problem. And then we could add in more right here in terms of the seating. This will be an overhang. So this is the base of it, and then we're gonna put an overhang right here for the chairs. So now we have the rectangle. Like I said, 1400. We can even put this one as 1500, but that's too much now. So 2500 as well. 2500 by 1400. Let's extrude it up to 900 so that it's similar to the height right here. And then in terms of the material, let's create a material for this and for the top. But we're just going to duplicate this, change the name, so that once we go to Twinmotion, we could change different kinds of materials depending on the paint that we use. Now we could click on finish, and then don't click on finish again, because we're gonna create a top from there. So another extrusion, we're going to use, so click on finish first. So delete this, finish here, select this again, edit it and in place, and then create another extrusion. We're going to select, so set, pick a plane, and then we're going to select the top here so that we could just put 25. And then now change the material. So duplicate this. This will be number 7. Click apply, OK, and then now another rectangle. And for this one, we're just going to put some space, so 1700 now. And then after that, click on finish. Let's look at it at 3D. So it's looking like that. We're going to add some void around here. So similar to what we did here, we're going to add a kick plate. So select that. And then here, we're going to create a void sweep. Pick a path, select that right here as well, right here, and then all around. So that's good. After that, click on finish, click on modify again so that we can select edit profile. And then now we just need to add the rectangle like that. And then from here, we did 50 there. And then here is 80. That's fine. Click on finish. And then click finish. And then click on cut geometry. Now everything is cut around it. Click on finish again. And then just click on first floor. And then let's add our chairs. So go back to the main, furniture, seating, and then let's add this chair. CM, add it right about here, there, and right there. Afterwards, let's add in, I'll go back to insert, let's add the cooktop. So go back to specialty equipment, domestic, we're going to add the gas. So CM, sorry, the gas, I think, I don't know if we load it. So here, select open, CM, or it's probably already loaded. So we could click here. And then I think we could select here and then gas. So it's right here. We could add it onto this spot. And then the elevation from level is 925. I think that's perfect, but we could double check. We can double check from the section. So that looks really good. So it goes with the face, so that's perfect. And then now click on this one. I don't want the label to be shown. I'm just gonna click apply and then OK. And then now let's load in the hood. So we need the hood that is for, I think it's in the high end. Hood for the island. So that's now will be our hood. So CM. So vent hood, let's put it obviously below the, right there, edit, and then uncheck that. Double check it from the section. I think it's below here. That's why it's not being shown. What you can do is you could go here, graphic display, transparency, just add, and then as you can see, it's around here. So we could just pull it upwards like that. Okay, just pull it upwards like that. We can move it. I think we could just put it just about on this side, and then we could just extend this one all the way to the top of here. And then just undo what you did here. Graphic display, transparency, apply, and then OK. So now I think everything is ready for our kitchen. We have added everything that we think of, and then everything looks nice. Let's add in some more details, especially for our backsplash right here. So what I'm gonna do is I'm going to use component model in place, another generic model, and then add in a backsplash there. Extrusion, pick a plane. Again, this will be the wall, and then I wanted the thickness to be around 10 only. And then different paint again. So duplicate. This will be 8. Apply, OK. And then now let's add in the paint. Adding it right there up to right here. Okay, I'm just double checking what we did, and then click on finish. So we add it right here. I'm just going to add it right about here as well. So click on finish first, and then we're going to add another section facing only on this side. So I'm gonna flip this, then on this side. So now we're going to do the same thing by just adding it only on this wall. That will be fine. Modify, generic model. This will be 9. Extrusion, pick a plane, will be this wall. So that's perfect. Paint number 8, which we did as well on the other one. And then just right there. So I'm going to use align to align it at the top there, and then to align it from here. And once you're done, click finish, finish, and then there we have it. You can even extend it all the way at the top here, but that's something that you could do depending on what you want to do. I think this is good enough, and that looks perfect. So thank you for watching, and I hope you liked the video. Please hit like and subscribe. Feel free to comment down below.